speaking coach. She's had 20 years experience working with board level execs at some really prestigious companies like Barclays, Bank of America, RBS. She was actually born in Calcutta. I hope I'm not going to steal her story here, but she was in abject poverty, but she's risen up to share her story of her life, how she overcame her fears and pushed forward. It's truly inspiring. She's also a published author of Indian to English, Finding Her Road to Success. So we are blessed that we've got such a fantastic speaker with us today. So I want you all to take yourselves off mute and give her a truly wondrous Toastmasters welcome. Put your hands together for Jillian Haslam.
Thank you so much, Tony. Can I share my screen, please? Am I allowed?
Yes, yes, of course you are.
Should be there.
Yeah?
Yes.
So I want to start with saying thank you for inviting me, and a very warm welcome to all of the guests. I'm a guest too, but you know, it's very nice of you to have come today. I had a dream. Just like every other little girl out there, I too had a dream when I was growing up. But it was no ordinary dream. I didn't aspire to be a ballerina or an engineer or a doctor or even an astronaut. My dream was very different. My dream was just to be able to reach as many people as I could in very desperate need. That's all I wanted to do. But as I was growing up, and unfortunately my parents faced excruciating poverty after India got her independence, and my father didn't return to the UK, although he was posted there with the British Army. Many of us being girl children, grew up in extreme poverty. And so as I grew up and as I hit my teenage years, I found that my dream slowly started to fade away. And little by little, I felt that I literally had no hope at all. The only opportunity I had at the time was adversity. And at that point in time, instead of thinking of who I wanted to be and what I wanted to be, I could only think of how I could save the lives of my younger siblings, how we could find our next meal, where we could find shelter for the night, where I could get an education, and so on. That actually became priority. And as the years passed by, I finished school and I started to look for ways and means of how I personally could achieve this dream I had. How could I help so many people who were probably as desperate as we were, and as I learned, all over the world? So I interviewed at a multinational bank, and after 6 months of interviews and examinations, tests, and more interviews, I got selected and I got a job. So that paid the bills. But then I further started to find out which organization out there could help me. And I came across two of them. One said, "This is where leaders are made." And the other said, "We put service before ourselves." I don't have to tell you that those two organizations happen to be Toastmasters and the Rotary. Both excellent organizations, but together they were exceptional. And for me personally, a dream come true. I immediately joined Toastmasters and I partnered with the Rotary. Now, Toastmasters is a not-for-profit organization, and the Rotary as well is a charitable organization. But what do Toastmasters get by partnering with the Rotary? The opportunity to communicate effectively, all of us Toastmasters, by getting out there and being able to gain valuable feedback from some of the most knowledgeable and experienced audience that exist. For me personally, it gave me the opportunity to talk about my experiences, my story, my passion, and the way in which I could find a solution to try and help people who were in very desperate need. When I asked around, or my seniors at Toastmasters, and I said, how do I get out there? How can I get my voice heard? I was told, start with schools, Jillian, or start with the Rotary clubs. Go out there, speak to them. And so I did that. I went to Welwyn Garden City. I went to Letchworth. I went all over the place. And I got the most phenomenal feedback that helped me to improve. And they asked for nothing in return. In fact, I got a free dinner as well. Yeah, I did. I came back and I continued to improve and work on my speeches. And I got a call one day saying, Jillian, do you mind if you deliver a 12-minute speech to our Premier Club in London? I was over the moon. I thought, me? They said, yes. I went over to London. I was amazed at the way they conducted themselves. I delivered a 12-minute speech. And after the speech and the talk, they asked me, could you please stay back? We'd like to speak to you. I stayed back. And they invited me to speak at their international conference. And from there, I partnered again with the Rotary, 2 more clubs. And I am so pleased to tell you all that my own charities, I have 6 charities in India, and I partner with the Rotary. And this is some of the work. This is some of the stuff that we do together. So one of the clubs we partner with in the city of Kolkata is the Salt Lake Central Club. And this is a picture of all the Rotarians. We have play schools for street children who are basically put at the side of the roads, and their parents are bricklayers, and they put tar on the roads and all of that. We take these kids in, we educate them, take care of their medicals, and basically take care of them till the evening, till their parents can take them home. We have English classes for girls and a center where very, very poor girls, underprivileged girls, come and learn the language. We have food banks for the desperately old and people who are literally bent in two. The Rotarians are always there with us. We have computer centers for girls. We have tailoring centers for girls. And we also have a beautician center for girls because they love that. And we also work with autistic children. That's my elder sister working with them directly. We also work with the disabled, and we do a lot of work with them in the city. And we also take care of the animals. And you can see every single year, the Rotarians and all of my teams go out there, and we even put coats on the dogs during winter. But this partnership with the Rotary has helped me not only to reach so many people, but actually to even get recognized in a way that I could never have imagined. I was very fortunate to have won the Mother Teresa International Memorial Award. I was very fortunate to have been awarded the True Legend Award from the Telegraph, and many other awards, even being recognized by Toastmasters. And of course, a story, my story is currently being turned into a Hollywood movie, and the shooting starts next year in September. But let's ask the question, what does the Rotary get by partnering with Toastmasters? They get access to members who can help spread their message. For Toastmasters, a person has to be 18 years of age in order to join Toastmasters. The Rotary have this wonderful program called Youth Speaks, which actually helps young people between the age group of 11 to 17 and helps them with their speaking, their communication, and so on. And during this time and this period, the Rotary gain access through Toastmasters to a pool of experienced coaches, judges, speakers, and all of that to help them and to help these young people on their way to success. Straight after this transition, these young people are then absolutely ready to join Toastmasters. Hertfordshire Speakers, where I'm president, we have done a phenomenal amount of work by helping out as judges, speakers, and so on in very many schools, colleges, and we've always been accompanied by the Rotary. To me, I personally feel, and with what I have encountered on my journey, public speaking should actually form part of the school curriculum. Such programs that the Rotary have introduced encourage children to speak, to communicate, and to find themselves. How can we as Toastmasters, how can we use this partnership in order to be able to reach more and more people like myself? I truly believe when two organizations work together, the outcome can be very, very positive. But when two organizations like this, with thousands of members across the world from one network alone, come together, the potential for a positive difference can be truly phenomenal. Together, we can aspire to achieve truly great outcomes, like impacting world poverty, reducing hunger, or even just giving hope where none ever exists, as in my case. Thank you very much.
Wow, Jillian, that was awesome. I feel truly humbled to have heard that, actually. The quote I wrote down, which I'm going to remember, is the only opportunity I had was adversity. And I think that's something that we could all remember when things aren't going so great. Thank you very much. That was awesome. Thank you very much for coming. Does anyone have any questions for Jillian that they'd like to ask?
Yes, Paul.
Anyone?
Yeah, Paul has.
Paul?
Oh, yeah.
Jillian, I've heard many people speak about the alliance between Rotary and Toastmasters. Many people have spoken about it at high level, president of Rotary and other people. Your story this evening has been the first one that has really touched me, and actually done more than that. It's had me wanting to take some action. I'm a division director in Cork City in Ireland, and we haven't established a relationship with Rotary. And I wonder if it would be possible at some stage in the future for me to contact you and seek your advice about the possible ways of building an alliance between the two organizations in Cork City.
I would love that more than anything, Paul. I think I hate to be so strong with my speech, but I honestly owe everything I have today to these two organizations, so it would be an honor.
Thank you very much. I'll contact you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Anyone else? Anyone else got any questions?
Yeah, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, Tony, go ahead.
Jillian, I just want to say that was truly inspiring, and you've opened my eyes, to be honest, because I didn't know, maybe some of the other people on here, but I certainly didn't know really anything about the Rotary. I didn't. I knew there were similarities, but that was it. I didn't know exactly what they did, and you eloquently explained that, and it opened my eyes. It shows how much connection there actually is between the two organizations, which I didn't really realize until today. So you certainly opened my eyes to that, and it's certainly something we should all consider. But I don't know whether Daniel, who's also quite a high up in Toastmasters itself, whether there's any possibility of having closer ties with the two companies, because it seems like they're both congruent and they should be together because they're sharing very similar aspirations, I suppose.
Yeah, Tony, with respect to the local Northampton Rotarians, we have popped into one or two of their meetings, and we're just waiting for the opportunity to get them back en masse. And it didn't work out for tonight, but we will keep trying to help reciprocate the links across the two. But globally, for I think 2 years now, we've had a formal partnership agreement at the very top level that is permeating down slowly to various collaborative projects.
I was going to say, Daniel, on the back end of that, Teo was actually negotiating with them for us to go into the Rotary Club to do presentations. He's done several in Northampton, but then obviously COVID sort of shut everything down, and then Teo's gone on his own way. But we were actually making progress to try and get into Northampton's Rotary Club. So,
if I can comment, I mean, I must admit I was inspired, really inspired by Jillian. I think Rotary's got about 1.3 million members, Toastmasters 380,000, if I remember rightly, and a host of clubs in the UK. We've got lots of clubs, and we started making a difference, I think, in terms of trying to get the synergy between the two organizations, because Rotary is extremely good, as Jillian has very eloquently explained, as a service organization, trying to do good in the world, not only overseas from our own, outside our own UK, in Great Britain and Ireland, but obviously as well locally, and that makes a heck of a difference to people who wanted to have some help locally. And the thing that Rotary is not too good about, if I may say so, as a sort of an official of Rotary, is when we're not too good at that personal development thing, which Toastmasters is brilliant about. It really is. And this is really where the synergy started with, at the higher level, Rotary saying we need to do something because the sort of people we want in Rotary are the business people, the folks, the entrepreneurs who want to grow their business, but they also want to make out of Rotary as part of not only helping others, but also helping themselves, their personal development, which Rotary was tried hard, but was not too good at. So this is where the synergy between the two organizations have started. And it started at a high level a couple of years ago. It's coming down the system, but COVID and the worldwide problems have slowed that down. But I think there's a great deal of interest in actually getting it down to the zone level. We have a similar zone organization in Rotary as Toastmasters have, getting down to district where most of Rotary's work is done, and from the districts, which will actually make it happen, down to the individual clubs. We need a lot of help from Toastmasters to do that personal development of our club and district leaders, which will help, I think, both organizations, and Toastmasters will benefit by helping Toastmasters to get out and make a difference in their communities. Great deal of synergy, great deal of things. And I thank Jillian for being a fantastic advocate for that work that Toastmasters and Rotary are doing together. She's amazing.
Absolutely. Well done.
Thanks,
yes,
Len.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm going to have to wrap up there just to, it's conscious of time. I'm going to pass over to Adrian now, who can tell us more about becoming a Toastmaster. So please welcome Adrian.
You're on mute, Adrian.
I'm just going to have to share my screen. And I'm hoping I'll explain the payment structure very briefly. Toastmasters, if you don't know or are not aware, runs in memberships for 6-month periods, We're already in 1 month into the existing period. So if you join tonight for this period, you will join for 5 months. The cost overall is, it's normally £20 joining fee, and then the 5 months out of the 6 months is £55. So it's a total of £75. Now, if you hold on at the end, I'll explain what the special offer is. If you do become a member, we do then, the next period for renewals will be the next 6-month period is April to the end of September 2021. And we normally collect the dues around February, March. The dues for 6 months are currently £66, although they do tend to be reviewed before each period. So if you wanted to join for 11 months, it would be the £75 for the 5 months plus the £66 for the next 6-month period, making a total of £141. Now, because it's an open night, we want to give you a special offer. If you join tonight, and I explain what you need to do, if you choose to join for 5 months, instead of £75, we'll do it for the amazing price of £47. If you choose to join for the 11 months, which will take you up to the end of September next year, we'll do this for £99. Now, if you're interested in joining, you'll need to join tonight and you'll need to pay tonight. We've got an iZettle account. If you're interested, if you ping me your email address in the chat, what I will do is I will send you a link. If you make the payment tonight, then that will secure that cheap price for you. And then what I will then do is send you out a membership form to complete, so that I can then register you with Toastmasters International. In terms of what you're getting for your money, as our president alluded to earlier, the Toastmasters is basically an educational program, primarily online. And there's a number of different paths that are tailored to the different types of objectives that people would have in terms of communication and leadership development. Anything you want to add to that, Tony, as president?
I can add something else. I think this, if you, I don't know if you want to stop sharing or keep it on the screen, that's absolutely fine. The offer that Toastmasters provides and the training program is, it just blows everybody else out the window. I remember before Toastmasters, I was looking for training. I was looking to find something that could help me develop as a speaker, could give me the knowledge, the tips, the techniques in order to be better on stage, have more confidence. I couldn't find it. I remember people selling, oh, come on our course for a week, condensed. I went, yes, okay, how much is it? £7,000. What? 7? But that's the sort of price that you would look at if you went outside of Toastmasters. What we provide is an absolute steal. It really is, because the training here is better. I did pay to go on one of those courses, although it was okay for, you know, for the money. It's nothing compared to Toastmasters, because on those courses, you don't get the camaraderie that we have. You don't get any feedback like we give, which is the true way of learning. Because once you get that feedback, you know on little bits that you can adjust, little bits you can make the changes to help you grow. And that is so valuable. And that's what Toastmasters offers. And the training system, the pathways training, is tailored to you. You answer a set of questions on what you want to gain from Toastmasters, and the pathway is tailored to you. It is a steal, and I honestly recommend it to anybody to join Toastmasters. And the offer price now that we're giving, it is just a giveaway. So if you've not been a member, or you're considering renewing your membership, seriously do it now, because the offer is fantastic. Because we are now on TV for foreseeable future, and not only do you get skills in public speaking face to face, you also get the skills and techniques you need to perform in an environment such as this. So it's win-win, and it's second to none. So that's why I say Toastmasters is a wonderful, wonderful journey for you. Anyway, I waffled on. We've got to the end of the evening. I want to ask our guests who have appeared for the first time. I'll address you individually first. Jillian, thank you again for for appearing for us. How did you find our experience at Northampton speakers, obviously compared to your Hertfordshire speakers?
I thought it was brilliant. Thank you, Tony. I've actually stolen a few ideas, if you don't mind. Take back to our club, actually. We do things very differently there. We actually put people into breakout rooms to discuss their evaluations and then bring them up, and we have a leader deliver those evaluations. And that was something that we stole from someone else too. So that's how it works. We go around the globe and we like stuff and we bring it back to our clubs, right? That's what it's all Toastmasters at the end of the day. Absolutely. But I really love the way you'll do table topics, and I really love the way you'll introduce people as they come on to, you know, for me, for a new person, I was totally engaged and I was so happy to be here. Thank you.
Brilliant. Lovely. I hope you can come back again and visit us. You're more than welcome.
I certainly will.
Len, hello. Is this your first time coming to Toastmasters or not? Do you want to?
I really enjoyed your meeting, I must admit. I do believe that if you're going to develop and learn, the best way to do it is to have a fun and friendly environment. Guys, you've got a really fun and friendly environment there. And I think that's wonderful. And I did like the way you structured the meeting, and you brought a sort of liveliness to it, and you can watch people and see if they're actually enjoying it. Now that certainly came through to me. So thank you. Great evening. Really enjoyed it. Let's go. Yeah.
Brilliant. Hope we can ask you to come back again, please. You're most welcome.
Yeah. Well, I'm certainly trying very hard to do something from a Rotary point of view to bring our two organizations together. And I'm going to use you as a good example in a window for Rotarians to say, hey, you know, here's what it's about. Let's do something about it.
Indeed.
Guys.
If you want Rotarians to get a snapshot, by all means, send them over. We'll gladly welcome them in. So
You're great. Thanks, then. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Len. We've got Sam still there. Sam, are you still on?
Hello. Yeah, I'm still here.
Hi, Sam. Hi. What did you think of today?
No, it's brilliant. Honestly, it's yeah. No, especially when we go into lockdown. You know, it's something. You know, there's not much going on where I am at the moment. This is brilliant. You know, I've tried some new things, table topics. You know, I haven't done something like that before, but yeah, no, it was brilliant. Thank you.
Good. Well, welcome. I hope you consider coming again. And if you wanted to join, like I said, the offer is here. We've got this tremendous offer. Certainly welcome. Or you can come again as a guest. You're more than welcome, just to get a feel of it, and then decide later if you wanted. But I'm just saying, for those who haven't joined yet or looking to join a renew, the offer is for today only. So that reduced price is for those people that want to do that wish to join. Now I forgot, I've got to give Michaela 30 seconds here. Where is she? She's not gone, is she?
No, I'm here.
Yes, sorry, please. Table topics, the votes. Yes, we need to do that. We forgot to do that. So do you want to do that, Michaela? Right, here we go. We had the votes. Please, you should have a poll appear on your screen to vote who you thought gave the best table topics during Lee's crazy session with his slides. So please vote for who you thought gave the best table topics, and we will announce a winner. Okay. Who did I? Right, Daniel should hopefully be able to collate that. By the way, Michaela, was everybody in time? I didn't ask you that, did I?
Yes, so the table topics, they were all within the time, 2 minutes, which was nicely led by the slide. So there wasn't any issue there. And the speech, Anne-Marie, was a little bit over time on 6 minutes and 9 seconds.
Okay, brilliant. But thank you for that. Daniel, before I wrap up, do you want to announce who the winners are? Oh, Paul and Daniela, joint winners. Please give them both a round of applause. Well done, Daniela and Paul. Well done. You managed to navigate Lee's zany topics, but well done. It was a laugh. It was fun. I hope you all enjoyed it. If those of you that want to ask any questions about the reduced joining fee promotion that we're doing for tonight, Adrian's going to stay online for a little bit longer. So if you have any questions, the table is open for everybody to stay behind and have another chat. But I do want everybody to give a final round of applause for Jillian again, please, for giving up her time and coming along and delivering such a fantastic speech. Jillian, wonderful. Thank you for appearing.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. So if those of you that wish to leave, you are welcome to leave.